Welcome to the Sophia Chang Show. So I saw Fantastic Beasts 2 over the holiday week. And first of all, what was that? How are you going to play me like that, Joe Rowling? JK? They better call you JK because you best be kidding. I mean, are you kidding? Please tell me you're kidding because I can't. You tear me. You slay me still. I worship you. Oh, wait, no, wait. That's God, not you. But you are the queen. You are the Harry Potter queen, and I love this new franchise. Now, the best thing about this franchise, other than Jude Law and Johnny Depp playing the most well-dressed, sexiest couple in history, is that it brought me Jacob Kowalski. This guy is my ideal husband. And I'm going to give you 4 reasons why I love Jacob Kowalski. Number 1, his accent. My favorite accent of all time is scrappy New York. Scrappy New York. Not just snotty New York. There's like Upper East Side New York. There's Banker Bro New York. Scrappy New York. Like, I want to know that if we accidentally take the train into Staten Island, you're going to get us out of there. That you will survive a rumble in the Bronx. I'm not going to make any Queens jokes because I actually love Queens. So, I love his accent. I love the way he talks. The number 2 reason why Jacob Kowalski is my ideal husband is that he is incredibly straightforward. No longer, where today are you going to find a guy with so little baggage where what you see is what you get? He's not sitting here whining about his skinny jeans. He has incredibly clear goals in life. Whatever he wants, he goes for it. He doesn't really have any ulterior motives. It's a very straightforward, trustworthy way of being. Now, the clear goals in life, such as he wants to open a bakery, he's going to go and open one. That's what he's working towards. And even though it's a scary thing for him to have to go and sit in a bank with all these hoity-toity shoe shine people, he still does it. So he shows a lot of courage, as well as a very clear-headed ambition. Not to mention a man who can bake. Hello. I hope he can do gluten-free for me or grain-free even, but we can work on that. I'm willing to compromise. Clear goals in life brings us to number 3, the all-important reason why Jacob Kowalski is my ideal husband is his manliness. Manliness has become such a unicorn of a beast, albeit a fantastic beast. I'll be here all night. It's almost become politically incorrect to even talk about manliness, as if it's not okay to instill a sense of leadership, assertiveness, ambition, and outspokenness in our men. And that's really quite a shame, especially for women like us who are trying to look for men like that. And Jacob Kowalski embodies those traits, those wonderful masculine traits that you want in a husband. For one thing, he just brims with acceptance. When he first sees all of Newt's creatures, his first reaction is, okay. He just rolls with the punches. He's very unflappable. Nothing really phases him. He approaches life with this generous spirit of acceptance. And that open-heartedness is exactly the heart of masculinity that we are so craving in society today. And same with how he approaches Queenie. He is very accepting of the magic, of the legilimency. There's nothing really that puts him off. He really approaches Queenie and the people in his life with a come-as-you-are attitude. And in order to have that approach, you need to have a spectacular amount of self-confidence and acceptance for yourself. And that's very, very sexy on him. He's also the perfect combination of strength and emotional accessibility, which is very rare. Very, very rare. So for instance, do you guys remember when he punched the guy who betrayed them? I think that was the moment when I had already been brewing a little crush on him, just that accent alone, and then just kind of seeing his accepting attitude. But when he punched that guy, oh my goodness, I was ready to book a hotel room. I mean, an altar, a church. I was booking a church. I hope my pastor's not listening. But he's also very tender to Queenie's emotions, and he's very open with his own heart. And one could say he possibly even wears his emotions on his sleeve, as a big contrast to Newt Scamander, who, oh my God, I can't even, Newt is not my kind of guy at all. He is the absolute foil to my love, Jacob. Unlike Newt, who just can't admit his feelings, Jacob is just right out there with it. You don't need to play guessing games with this man, and that is just a big relief. Now, the final reason Jacob Kowalski is my ideal husband is entirely physical. Now, you know how I just said that Newt Scamander is the foil of Jake, and he's pretty much the opposite of what I want in a guy. He is also physically what I find completely repulsive. I cannot stand skinny guys. Ugh, I cannot. It's disgusting to me. I don't want to walk down the street and feel like someone's coming at us and we look at each other and we're just kind of like, oh my God, who's going to scream and who's going to actually take on this guy? I want to be able to come down the street and know that someone that I am walking with can throw a punch and beat the crap out of these people. I want a guy who can beat the crap out of people. I really do. And I think there are a lot of women out there who feel the same way as I do. And for some reason, we're not allowed to say that anymore. No, I'm sorry. I just got my nails done. I'm not punching. You punch him. You're the guy. I love the way Jacob looks. Anyone who's known me for, let's say, 5 minutes, they know that I have a type. I'm not going to say the type right now. Okay, it's fat Asians. It's not that I purposefully go for overweight people. Somebody once said it might just be because I lacked fat so much that I'm actually really cold in the winter, and I believe that there is credence to that. But what I do really like is a guy who's got some heft to him. Someone who's like at least 2 times my weight, who's not so freakishly tall that kissing would be awkward. Dan Fogler, the actor who plays Jacob Kowalski, he's about 5'7". And when you're a tiny girl like me, 5'7" is plenty. The actor is also, I think, 42 years old. And that's a really great age. And I know that in the movies, Jacob is, much younger. But 42 is a really good age for guys. That's about when guys, they start to wrap up puberty. And I'm not saying that they're going to be mature at that point. I'm not sure that actually happens. And I know that at a certain age, it regresses again. So maybe somebody who's married to a much older man, maybe 80, 90, you guys can call in and verify at what age men actually mature. But 42, I think, is kind of a decent age. If anything, they at least have a 401k, right? Thanks so much for listening to the Sophia Chang Show. If you liked what you heard, subscribe, rate 5 stars, and better yet, write a review about what you liked. And feel free to submit any questions that you have that you want answered on air. I really appreciate you listening.